Welcome back. This is Alyssa Carmona, your holistic health coach. Just wanted to remind you that everything is energy and simple things you can do today to get your energy up. And so Dr. Royal Rife, early 1900s, he was able to discover and pinpoint that the human body, the average frequency is about 62 to 70 hertz. Now, everything is energy. Today, there's a lot more sophisticated devices that actually measure voltage in the body and in all kinds of things. They measure the voltage in water, they measure the voltage of fabrics, frequency of emotions as well. Everything has energy. And so that being said, if you notice this person on the left, totally depleted of energy, their batteries are running low. And so you are electric in nature. The heart is a large engine in your system, pumping blood, getting things moving, getting waste out of your system. And it all works as a beautiful connective network. And so we want to slide into high voltage, sliding into rejuvenation and repairing our batteries if we have been depleted. Know that it's possible. And so low voltage would be chronic stress, long-term stress. Yes, all of us are going to have some form of stress, a little stress when we hear something, yada, yada. But do we stay stuck in that state? It's very important that we slide out of that. Low voltage, it's going to create low voltage if we stay in a chronic, stressful state. Negative thinking, shame, humiliation, guilt, grief, pride, anger, denial, hopelessness are all very low frequencies of emotion. You can look up more if you would like from Dr. David Hawkins' excellent book on letting go and power versus force. And he has a log of the emotions and how they all contain different frequency. And we want to slide into those higher emotions. And so all emotions we're created to feel all of our emotions, but it's very important that we don't stay stuck in grief, stay stuck in fear, pride, anger, and denial. Often it's denial of an emotion that keeps us stuck. And so it's sliding into acceptance of what is. Do I have anger? Yes. Can I come into acceptance of this anger and slide this out so I can have more room for love, joy, peace, and harmony? Guilt. Do I have guilt? Yes. Okay, I can move this out now. I don't have to stay in there. It's not serving your body. You are depleting your voltage by staying in these low vibrations, and it's going to create low functioning cells. Low functioning cells create tumors, growths, lack of growth, depletion of bones, things like that. So the body starts breaking down. So if you want to keep a nice strong voltage, nice strong body, it's sliding out of these things and saying, okay, I choose to live. I choose to accept and receive higher frequencies to create the life that I want, and that know that you are deserving of that. Dirty water, plastics, polyester are all low voltage. Tap water is filled with fluoride, pharmaceutical drugs that people flush down the city drains, things like that. Plastics filled with low vibration. Polyester, it is in most clothing that is sold today in stores. High name brands mainly use polyester, selling t-shirts for $100 and it's all polyester. Cheap junk. And so be mindful of this thing. Don't be looking for name brands, but actually looking for what your clothing is made of. And so polyester is derived from petroleum. It's synthetic, it's fake, and it's low vibration. Lack of movement is another thing. We want to keep that engine running. You have to use it. Use your engine, rev up that engine. You can also think of one of those little lights that are like the manual crank lights. And so you have to crank the light to allow the flash to energize it, to allow it to work. And so same thing, you can think of your body. You have to use it. You have to use your legs, your arms daily, and moving in different positions, rotations, stretching to allow greater circulation in all areas of your body, not just your head. The thinking mind can be filled with energy. We want to bring that back down and ground that energy. If we're surrounded by technology, EMF, radiation, microwaves, blue light, All these things can create low voltage in the body. Mold, low air quality are also things we want to be mindful of. How well are you breathing can also enhance the way you are sleeping and repairing at night. Drugs, alcohol, another important thing to touch on. It's very ungrounding to the field. Drugs and alcohol create a numbing mechanism from feeling the emotion. So it's perhaps repressed shame, guilt, fear, pride, anger that is bottled up in the body, creating pain. And now is there an addiction to pain medication, addiction to weed, an addiction to alcohol to avoid feeling that anxiety, that worry, or pain? And so it's very ungrounding, and it can be used when needed. Yes, it can be used when needed. And it's important, though, that you see that there are other options, use it as needed, and then wean yourself off. Wean yourself off. It's ungrounding, and ultimately you will step higher in your creative power by avoiding these things. Charge up, increase your voltage. How are we going to do that? You want to move daily, get sun exposure daily, soak in nature's trees, rivers, lakes. All of those hold lots of electrons, lots of electricity in nature. All of that nature hits the sun daily, soaks up that sun, and then you surround your body field in it. You soak that up as well. Hydrate with fresh fruit, lemon water. Very important to get clean water. Water helps flush out and cleanse your drainage system, move out waste. Lemons, limes, very alkaline for the system. Cost pennies. It's under 50 cents for these things, and it's priceless to add them into your water. Laugh, play, dance. What is maybe a game that you really enjoy? Things that allow you to relax and just have fun. Add more of that into your life. We're bombarded with bad news, and it's important that you add in good things into your life. Dancing, stepping into your creative power, poems, art, business. Do you want to create a community, a group? Now, if you're thinking about what you're going to create, you're not stuck and focused on all your downfalls, all the survival. If you're not in survival, you are in thrival. You are thriving. In survival, you can't create. In survival, you're not going to create a baby. In survival, you're not going to create a business. You're surviving. In survival, you're not going to create art. And so it's important to recognize, am I living in survival? And slide out of it, slide out of survival, and step into your creative power. Ground daily, putting your feet in the grass is very important for your body field. Getting out in nature, grounding your field. When you ground, you step into neutral energy. Neutral energy, you make decisions that are best for you. You make decisions that are best for others. And so you're not a pushover, you're not overly passive, and you're not overly assertive. You are perfectly, aggressive. You are perfectly assertive. Assertive is grounded, neutral energy, not being overly passive, not being overly aggressive. Nice, neutral, assertive energy. You know your values, you know what you want, and you move forward with confidence, and you go and create that, what you want. Thoughts, change your life, comes from a great man of wisdom, Wayne Dyer. And so you change your thoughts hold vibration, also according to David Hawkins. So bliss, serenity, trust, hope, love, and acceptance, you can slide into these higher frequencies and imagine what time did you have a lot of hope? What time did you have in your life? Did you have a lot of peace, bliss? And take yourself to that moment, soak that up, and know that you can create more of that in your life. And so choose to let go, move forward, and be empowered. Remember, everything is energy, and your cells are listening.